creatures you find when you actually are taking the time to get to know your nature in your backyard. Oh yeah, all just for me. Better than potato chips, by far. Alright, we're brainstorming and trying some ideas on we want to build an archway for the vining plants to go up. I think it'll be beautiful. Hey YouTube, sitting here on my swing after a long day, Saturday of working on the garden, doing some cooking, preserving, and just thinking about what we're all doing right now. A lot of us are thinking about, after all this stuff went on in the world, I don't know, like thinking about how can we become more self-sufficient? What if something like this would happen again? What if the grocery stores don't have food again? What if we can't go do things with our friends and family and go travel? I think this is helping us learn to enjoy what we have and do the best with what we have. Make it work. And I think my husband and I have always been kind of good at doing that, but now we're truly embracing it. And like I had said at the first video that I had started this, that we're taking our backyard back. We took advantage of it. We didn't even, it was just back there. Yeah, we have a nice yard. We in fact bought this house because we thought the backyard was awesome. However, then we didn't even do anything with it, really. We didn't even utilize it. We started, going away almost every weekend from April to October, which we enjoyed. We made a lot of good friends doing that. But we just completely neglected our backyard. And our asset. It's a complete asset to have what we have in our backyard. Now, we do live in a more like suburbia area surrounded by farms. But it's actually very common in this area where you have your farmers and the people who are descendants from those farmers. They know how to do this stuff already. But then there's people like us who we grew up in basically lower class, little small towns. There is also some people who grew up in the city near here. We don't know how to do this. Some of our friends and family and people we work with during this time, they didn't know what to do when the restaurants closed or when the food was out at the grocery stores. They had no clue. Now, because my grandparents grew up in the Depression, and I lived with or beside my grandparents most of my childhood, I did learn a lot, thankfully. I thank the Lord for that. I thank them for that. But in all reality, I've learned, I always kind of knew, but I really learned through all this, that there are a lot of people out there that they didn't know what to do. And I was thankful I was able to help them. And then I was like, look, I might know some, but I don't know near enough. I started watching more YouTube videos. I started reading and getting inspired. And now I'm on a mission. And there's my red cardinal. Okay, my friends and family know this. Ever since I started doing these YouTube videos, sorry, getting emotional, started seeing a red cardinal go by as I'm taping, or just after I got finished taping, because I didn't pay attention before that. And So, so my grandmother, who was the one who taught me a lot about this kind of stuff, passed away about a year ago. And my father, who taught me a lot about being self-sufficient, and it was very important to be self-sufficient, and he never wanted me to count on anyone. He didn't want me to count on any man, God love my husband. That's just how my dad felt. He wanted me to be able to be independent if needed, and that's exactly how he was. So anyway, he I don't know if I said that, but oh my gosh, there it goes. I don't even know if you can see it. Yeah, so I know I'm doing the right thing. Think old wise tale, old, I don't even know, but thank you everyone. Have a good night.